Evening all. Myself Dr. R. Keetika, Assistant Professor and Coordinator for today's event. In this occasion, it's my privilege and pleasure to invite you all on behalf of KIT CIII for organizing a webinar on IBM Watson Services Beginners Track, exclusive for KIT students. First of all, I wholeheartedly thank our management, principal, vice principal, deans, and HODs of various departments for supporting us. A special thanks to our Dean, KIT CIII, Dr. K. Mahalakshmi ma'am, for organizing this event. I hope definitely it will be useful to all of you. On behalf of our institution, KIT Kalinga Karunanidhi Institute of Technology, we are grateful to have Mr. Heflin Stephen Raj, Assistant Manager at Dave Community India, IBM Watson Services, Chennai. He completed his Bachelor of Computer Applications associated with IBM, specialized in Artificial Intelligence, Cloud Computing, Predictive Analysis, and Business Intelligence. He has many licenses and certifications from Cloud Native Security Conference, App Security, Data Security, built conventional experience with Dialogflow. Getting started with AWS Machine Learning, Watson Studio Essentials, and Cloud Core, etc. The guest will demonstrate how to build via Wikipedia Assistant chatbot from scratch, and now he is with us to share some experience in that. I'm handing over the session to our guest, Mr. Heflin Stephen Raj.
Thanks, ma'am. That is a wonderful introduction. Thanks, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yep.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Simple welcome message from my side. Let's start presenting. Yeah, okay. I have simple welcome message from my side to everyone. Welcome to the webinar on IBM Watson Servers Beginners Tracks. This is Eflin Stephen Raj. I'm going to be the speaker for this webinar. I'm feeling so happy to interact with all of you in this webinar. Thanks, Dr. Mahalakshmi ma'am, Dean of KIT, and Coordinator Dr. Kritika ma'am for having me here. And thanks everyone for tuning into this webinar in this evening. I assure you, after this webinar, you will be able to develop applications with IBM Watson servers. Yeah, I could hear some voices. Hey, Stephen, are you kidding? How can I develop apps with IBM Watson servers? Just one of our webinar. Believe me, you can. I designed this webinar in such a way. So stay tuned till the end of this webinar. Without any delay, let's get started. Well, a quick introduction about me. I'm working as an assistant manager intern at Dev Community India. Dev Community India is a non-profit organization. We at Dev Community India are training students for free for the industry. And I am developing artificial intelligence applications with IBM Watson services. And yeah, I'm a YouTuber also. I'm uploading YouTube videos about IBM Watson services, other trending technologies, and we are planning to do some interview sections in our YouTube channel also. So stay subscribed to our YouTube channel. Then I have trained more than 4,000 students and professionals for 4 months on this platform, that is IBM platform. Then finally, I'm a student. I'm pursuing Bachelor of Computer Application. So I'm a second student. If you want to get to know more about me, or if you want to contact me, please visit my portfolio website, that is www.eflin.dev. Have a look at the agenda of this section. Well, first I will show you how to use IBM Watson visual recognition service in Python to classify an image. Then I will demonstrate how to convert text-to-speech in Python with the help of IBM Watson text-to-speech service. Then I will show you how to convert speech to text in Python with IBM Watson servers. Then finally, we will build IBM Watson Assistant and then integrate with IBM Cloud Function. Believe me, guys, if you are familiar with Python, or if you are not familiar with Python, anything is okay for this webinar, because I'm going to teach everything from the scratch. I'm going to do the live demo. So if you have any doubts or questions, please make a note of it. We will discuss about it in the end of the section. And then now I'm going to introduce a chatbot that is a Wiki Assistant. Wiki Assistant is developed on IBM Watson Assistant service. With the Wiki Assistant, you can search any data in Wikipedia database. I designed this Wiki Assistant for this webinar. So in this webinar, we will be developing this Wiki Assistant from scratch. Are you excited? Yeah, I'm excited. If you are excited, please let us know in the chat section. Some conversation with Wiki Assistant. I needed hello there. I'm your Wiki Assistant. I can search Wikipedia database for you, developed by Eflin Stephen Raj. This will redirect to my portfolio website. I will show you how to do that in this webinar as well. Then enter the keyword to search in the Wikipedia database. Well, I need information about Kalinga Karnamedi Institute of Technology. Okay, please, we will search that in Wikipedia database first, then we will copy the name of your college and enter it in the chat bar. No. Yeah. Now we are going to interact with our Wiki Assistant to get information about Kalinga Karnamedi Institute of Technology from Wikipedia database. So we will copy the name and enter it in our assistant. Yeah, we got the information. We got the information about Kalinga Karnamedi Institute of Technology from Wikipedia database through Wiki Assistant. In this webinar, I will show you how to develop this assistant from scratch. Back to my slide. Then before we jump into the practical section, I would like to introduce IBM Watson to everyone. Watson is the open multi-cloud platform that lets you automate the AI lifecycle, build powerful models from scratch, or speed time to value with pre-built enterprise apps. Do you get any idea? No. Okay, this is not my style of teaching. This is just a definition from IBM about IBM Watson. Well, I'll introduce you to IBM Watson with a story. Who loves story? Everyone loves story, right? Okay, this is story time. During my early times of learning artificial intelligence, machine learning, I wanted to build a machine learning model to do day-to-day activities, such as recognizing a picture, converting speech to text, text to speech, analyzing sentiments in a user conversation, etc., etc. But as a beginner, I could not build those machine learning models from scratch. Then I started searching for the solution on the internet. Then I end up with many results, such as Google Artificial Intelligence Service from Google Cloud, and Amazon SageMaker from Amazon Cloud, and Azure Machine Learning from Microsoft Cloud, and IBM Watson from IBM Cloud. But what's unique in IBM Cloud is IBM Cloud is free. Yeah, you don't have to give your credit card details to IBM Cloud. You don't have any trap like use our cloud service for limited time for next 1 year. If you cross the limited time, or if you cross the 1 year period, you will be automatically charged from your credit card without any notification. No, we don't have such things on IBM Cloud. That's made me to develop cloud applications with IBM Cloud services. Now I hope everyone will be clear with why are we using IBM Cloud and IBM Watson, and what is IBM Watson. And now it's practical time. Yeah. Now we are going to build IBM Watson visual recognition service from scratch directly. Go to cloud.ibm.com. If you don't have an IBM Cloud account, you can create a new one that's absolutely free, as I said before. Now I'm going to log in into my IBM account. Yeah, now we log into our IBM Cloud account. This is a fresh, brand new IBM Cloud account. Go to search bar. Now we are going to use IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service in Python to classify an image. So first we need to provision our IBM Cloud service, that is IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service. Go to the search bar, search for visual recognition. This will take you to the creation page of IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service. As I said before, IBM Cloud, almost all IBM Cloud services are free. So we can utilize it. You can utilize it on the go. You don't have to give your credit card details. You don't have to pay for IBM Cloud for anything. It is absolutely free. And I'm going to show how to build a wiki assistant for free from scratch using IBM Cloud. You can see the features of this service, that is IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service. And if you want to upgrade your service, if you want many features, you can upgrade it to, and for that you have to pay. And then if you want to rename your IBM Cloud or Visual Recognition Service, you can do. The name could be anything. For example, KIT VR, that is Visual Recognition. Then click on create. Now we have successfully provisioned our IBM Cloud Visual Recognition Service. Now we are going to use this IBM Cloud Visual Recognition Service in Python through API call. Yeah, we are going to use this service through API call. We have credentials like API key, IAM API, and so on. Before we jump into Python, I would like to explain how API works. Well, before that, I would like to introduce another application which is developed by me. And after this application, you will get idea about how can we utilize IBM Watson services in your application. This is my application code. This is a Smart Classify app. I developed this application long before. This application, let me run this program. Yeah, we got it. This application is developed on IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service. This is a simple application. This will give you an idea about how to use IBM Watson services in your application. We can this Smart Classify app can recognize an online image. That is, you have to enter the image URL, then it will show the output. You can convert speech to text. You have to choose the MP3 file, then text to speech. Then you can recognize the image from your local system. Then I include a about tab. Now let's have a quick demo. Now I'm going to classify an image. Well, I need image of Taj Mahal. Copy the image address, then enter it in our app. service through API. For example, now I showed my Smart Classify app. The Smart Classify app will send a request to IBM Watson service to classify the image through API call. API call will check that whether you are a valid person to use that IBM Watson service or not. How? With this API credential, API will check that you are whether you are a valid person to enter into IBM Watson service and use that, or if you enter any wrong API key, or if you enter any misspelled API key, you will get into error. That's how API will work. So I hope now you will be clear with the API workflow, and you will be clear with the workflow of begin this app. This app will send a request to this Smart Classify app will send a request to IBM Watson through API, and API will check that whether you are a valid person to enter into IBM Watson service or not. Then if you permitted to enter into IBM Watson service, then IBM Watson service will be the picture and predict the picture and identify some objects in that, and it will throw the output. This output will be transformed to the application via the API call. Okay, clear. Well, now let's jump into the coding part. Let me clear my past code. Okay, well, we provisioned our IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service. Our IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service is ready to use in Python. Now we are going to use this service in Python. For that, we need two Python libraries. We need two Python libraries. That is IBM Watson and IBM Cloud SDK Core. These two Python modules in your system, enter pip IBM Watson notebooks. You can use any Python ID that you want. Please, sorry, pip install. Sorry, maybe you mean the install. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it. Enter pip install IBM Watson. That is the name of the library we are going to use now. This command will install the IBM Watson library in your system. Then, as I said before, we need two Python modules. One is installed, and we are going to install another one. The pip install IBM Cloud SDK Core. Yeah, that's it. Well, why we are using these two Python modules? To use IBM Watson services, we need IBM Watson Python module. But to log in into our IBM Cloud account using API key, we need IBM Cloud SDK Core. Got it? We need these two Python modules for these reasons. Well, first as I said, I'm going to use IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service in Python. From IBM Watson, port Visual Recognition Service version 3. Please note we are using Visual Recognition Service version 3. Then from IBM Cloud SDK Core dot authenticators import IAM. Okay, the full form of IAM is Identity Access Management. So with Identity Access Management, we are going to log in into our IBM Cloud account. Then we will be using our IBM Watson service in Python. Now we are going to set the version for our visual recognition service. For that, I'm going to define a variable KIT visual recognition. Then call our visual recognition service version 3. Then for version, I'm going to enter 2018 03 19. This is version. Then for authenticator, before that, we need to log in into our IBM Cloud account through API, as I said before. So for that, I need to call IAM authenticator. Then we have to enter our API key inside the parenthesis. Back to IBM Cloud, click on the auto generator service credential. Then copy the API key. Then enter it. Now, as I said before, we are going to log in into our IBM Cloud account via API. So authenticator, KIT API. Sorry. Well, sorry, there was a misspelling in my code. Well, back to the form. Yeah, that's it. Everything is fine. Now we have a final step. We need to set a service URL for our visual recognition service. You can get your visual recognition service URL from your API credential. I'm calling my KIT via visual recognition and dot set service URL method. Yeah, we have successfully initialized our IBM Watson visual recognition service in Python. Now we are ready to use our IBM Watson visual recognition service in Python. So now I'm going to classify the same image, that is Taj Mahal, using Python. For that we have to call our visual recognition service KIT visual recognition dot classify method. Then URL equal to enter the URL, that is a image address. Then finally we are going to get result of this method. Then we will save the result in a variable result underscore via. Yeah, and then have a look at our result. Let's have a look at our result. IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service successfully analyzed the image and predicted the same identifications. That it identify a palace, Taj Mahal, seven wonders of ancient world, memorial, and so on. Even we can analyze a human face. For example, let's search for picture of our prime minister. Copy the image address. Then enter in the URL section. Result. See, it identified religion related and person in Indian dress and khadi, the dress type. Okay, well, fabric, light brown color, and so on. So that we can use like this with a few lines of code. We are using we are analyzing and we are classifying the image with the help of IBM Watson Visual Recognition Service, just with a few lines of code. See, just with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 5 lines of code, we have access to the most powerful machine learning model in the world for free. That's the magic of IBM Watson. Now I'm done with the visual recognition service. Now I'm going to show you how to use IBM Watson text-to-speech service in Python to convert text into speech. Back to IBM Cloud. From the search bar, search for text-to-speech. Just like a visual recognition service, we have to provision our text-to-speech service first. Then we will be using it in our Python app. You can have a look at the free version. You can have a look at the features of free version. Then if you want, you can rename this service. The name could be anything. KIT text-to-speech. Then click on create button. Well, go to the service credential. Just like a visual recognition service, we are going to use this text-to-speech service in Python to convert a text into speech. This is the credential for our IBM Watson text-to-speech service. Back to Python. We already installed these two models, these two libraries, so we need not to reinstall the modules again. Now I'm going to import a text-to-speech version 1 from IBM Watson. From IBM Watson, import text-to-speech version 1. Then, just like a visual recognition service, we have to log in into our IBM Watson text-to-speech service through API. KIT text-to-speech API. I am authenticator. Then enter the API key. Then now, well, now we are going to create a new music file, that is a audio file, mp3.mp3. Now we are going to create a brand new audio file. Then we will write on it with our IBM Watson text to speech service. So that I'm going to create a audio file with open command. The name of our audio file is kit.mp3. Then I'm going to open it in write in bit mode, that is WB, as a audio file. Now I'm going to write this audio file with our IBM Watson service. Audio dot write, sorry, audio file dot write with the sorry, I forgot to log in into our IBM Cloud account of IBM Cloud text to speech service. So for that, I'm going to call our KIT. Yeah, we just log in into our IBM Cloud account, IBM Cloud text to speech service, and now we are ready to write our audio file with IBM Watson text to speech service. How I'm going to do that? First, I will call the IBM Watson text to speech service. Then I will send the text file for classifying the text, and then IBM Watson will send the output in a binary format, and the binary format will be and Python will take care of that. Python will convert the binary format into audio format for the. I'm calling our IBM Watson text to speech service, then synthesis method. Then I'm going to enter the text. For example, hello, KIT. Then accept. Then I'm going to enter the audio format, that is MP3. Accept argument. accept equal to audio slash mp3. Then finally dot get result. Then dot content. Please wait a second. We have encountered some error. Oh, sorry. We forgot. Sorry. I forgot to enter the. I forgot to enter the service URL for this service. That is okay. Text to speech service. Dot set service URL. Just like a visual recognition service, we have to enter the credential. Copy the service URL. Still, we are getting some error. Okay, well, I just copy the code. I do this in our in my old version of my code. First, we will import the text to speech version 1. Then we will import the IAM authenticator. Then we will enter the API key. Key. Then we will assign our API key to our text to speech service. Then we will set service URL to our text to speech service. Okay, now we are going to now we are going to open a new file, that is kit.mp3. Now we are going to create a new audio file. Then we will write this audio file with IBM Watson text to speech service allo KIT. That the text is allo KIT. IBM Watson text to speech service will convert allo KIT to audio file. Yeah. Now let me play the file KIT. Can you hear the sound of this file?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. With like this we can use our IBM Watson text to speech service in Python. I am repeating again. First we will import the IBM Watson text to speech. First we will import the text to speech version 1 in Python. Then we will import IAM authenticator from IBM Cloud SDK core authenticators. Then we will set API key to our API key to our service. Then we will assign the API key to our service. Then finally we will set a service URL. Then finally we will open a MP3 file, that is kit.mp3 in the read write mode. We will write the audio file with text to speech service, that is IBM Watson text to speech service. This is the text that we are going to convert into audio allo KIT, and we have to enter the audio format, that is audio/mp3. then dot get result dot get dot content. This will get the output in binary format, and the binary format will be converted into audio format by Python. Now I'm done with text to speech service. Then I will show you, now I'm going to show you how to convert this speech file into text file again. For that, I'm back on IBM Cloud. Go to the search bar, search for speech to text service. Just like other IBM Watson servers, we can use it for free. If you want, you can rename it. Yeah, we successfully provisioned our IBM Watson speech to text service. Go to service credential. These are the API keys that we are going to use it in our Python app. Back to the code. Just like other IBM Watson servers, I'm going to import speech to text function from IBM Watson library. From IBM Watson, import speech to text version 1. We already imported the IAM authenticator in our previous steps, so I'm not going to import it again. Now I'm going to enter the API key for our speech to text service. Copy the copy the API key from your IBM Cloud dashboard. Then I'm going to use a speech to text version 1 function. Then now I'm going to set service URL for our IBM Watson text to speech service. Yeah, we are ready to use our speech to text service in Python. In our previous steps, we created a new MP3 file, and we open it in write in binary mode. But in this speech to text method, we are going to repeat the process with open t.mp3. Now I'm going to open this audio file in read in binary mode. I'm going to open this audio file in read in binary mode. The audio of the sound wave of the audio file will be converted into binary format. The binary format will be sent to IBM Watson text to speech service for classification. Then IBM Watson's text to speech service will send the output in text. Now I'm calling our IBM Watson server, IBM Watson speech to text service. Then I'm asking our IBM Watson speech to service to classify it with a recognize method. Then the audio, I'm going to pass the audio. Then the format of the audio, that is a MP3 format. I'm using a content underscore type parameter for that. Audio slash MP3. Then finally dot get result. Then we will save this result in a variable. Yeah. Well, we got it. Allow, yeah, it identified it converted the audio file allow can't. It cannot identify KIT. It identified the KIT as a can't. So this is the like this we can use IBM Watson text to speech service, speech to text service, visual recognition service with just 4 lines of code. See, I just used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With just 4 lines of code, I converted the text file. I converted the audio file into text file. For that, I'm using IBM Watson machine learning service. Like this, we can deploy. Like this, we can use our IBM Watson service in any application. That application could be web app, Android app, iOS app. That could be anything. We can use this application anywhere. We can use IBM Watson Assistant anywhere. Just like I used that IBM Watson service in my application. You can use that. Okay, well, now we entered into the. Now we are going to create our assistant. That yeah, we are going to create this assistant from scratch, just like I showed, just like other services. IBM Cloud is providing this IBM Watson service for free for everyone. Back to IBM Cloud. From the search bar, search for Watson Assistant. Then see what IBM is providing. What are the features are available for us for free from IBM. If you want, you can rename it. Then click on create. Yeah, we have successfully provisioned our IBM Watson assistant. Before we jump into building our IBM Watson assistant, I would like to explain you the architecture of IBM architecture of Wiki Assistant. Well, this is the architecture of Wiki Assistant that we are going to build now. The user, that is you. The user will send the query to IBM Watson Assistant. The IBM Watson Assistant will pass this query to Wikipedia through IBM Cloud Function. We are just using IBM Cloud Function to connect IBM Watson Assistant with Wikipedia API. Wikipedia API will send the output. This output will be transformed to IBM Cloud Function, and IBM Cloud Function will transform this output to IBM Watson Assistant. Then finally, IBM Watson Assistant will show the output, just like we did now. Begin this scene. IBM Cloud and IBM Cloud Function, IBM Watson Assistant, and API key is working together to provide this information. Now we got the information about Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is one of the 28 state of in India, so on, so on. Well, before that, I would like to mention the Wikipedia API. Yeah, this is Wikipedia API. en.wikipedia.org/API/REST underscore version 1 page summary. Then this will be your query. If you enter, I enter the India, so I'm getting information about India. If you enter Tamil Nadu, you will get information about Tamil Nadu. So we will enter this query, that is India, through IBM Watson Assistant and IBM Cloud Function. So for that, we need to get ready with our IBM Cloud Function. I'm back on IBM Cloud. Click on the navigation menu, search for IBM Function, then go to Action. Now we are going to build our Python app, that is simple Python app, on IBM Cloud for free. We call this as a serverless application. Serverless application is you need not to pay for the servers. All the the workloads of the Python app, that is a workload of our app, will be completely free. You don't have to pay for the server, and you don't have to manage all other technical aspect. That is you don't have to buy, you don't have to care about servers. You don't have to care about the region of the server. You don't have to care about your bill payments. It is completely free. Now we are going to host our Python app in IBM Cloud. Of your action, that the name could be anything. Then choose the runtime, that is a Python 3.7 version. Then click on create. Now, okay, well, here we are going to enter. We are going to enter the code. Go to endpoints. Click enable as a web action. Then copy this URL. To use this, if you enter this URL will show output of this code. If you use this URL, this will be showing the output of this code. As I am using the JSON format, so I'm not going to use HTTP. So so you have to enter .json in the end. Yeah, we got the output. Hello world. See, message equal to hello world. We got the output. Now we are going to enter our code to provide the information about the keyword. For that, I'm going to we need arguments for that. We need to use arguments from the user. We need to ask the argument from the user. So I'm using arguments. Key equal to arguments dot get key int of 0. Well, Now I'm asking an argument. Instead of yeah, we just we didn't provide any argument. We just enter the URL blank. We just enter the URL without the argument. So now in this line of code, I'm going to ask the user to enter your argument. You can enter the argument just like a and question mark equal to name of the argument and value. If if IBM Cloud Function cannot find the value of a key, it will if IBM Cloud Function cannot identify the value, it will automatically assign it to 0. That is integer 0. Then I'm going to enter the URL of our Wikipedia API. Now we use the Wikipedia API manually, but now we in our previous step we used the Wikipedia API manually, but now we are going to use it in a Python app. So for that, I need a request library. This library will be useful for handling a HTTP request in Python. With our API, I'm adding the key. Then I'm passing this URL for the response. Then I'm converting the response into JSON format. I'm converting the response, that is a raw HTTP format, into JSON format. Now I'm returning the result. Now let's check that everything is working fine. No, we encountered an error. Sorry. I misspelled the written name. RETURN. Yeah, we got it. We got the information about India from Wikipedia database. India officially Republic of India is country in South Asia. Well, we got the result. Now we are going to connect this IBM Cloud function with our IBM Watson Assistant. Then launch the Watson Assistant dashboard. Now we are going to build IBM Watson Assistant. Then we will finally integrate our IBM Watson Assistant with this IBM Cloud function we just created. Before we start building our IBM Watson Assistant, I would like to introduce some features of IBM Watson Assistant. First, we will start with intent. Intents are the purpose or goals that are expressed in a customer's input, such as answering a question or processing a bill payment. By recognizing the intent expressed in a customer input, the Watson Assistant service can choose the correct dialog flow for the response. Then we have entities. Entities represent information in the user input that is relevant to the user's purpose. Then we have a dialog. Dialog is nothing but here we will initialize the response like this. Allow will be triggered automatically when the IBM Watson Assistant is started. Reload the page automatically. The allow message, the welcome message will be triggered. That is hello there. I am your wiki assistant. I can search Wikipedia database for you. That is allow. That is triggered by IBM Watson automatically. Then we have anything else response. Anything else response will be when IBM Watson cannot recognize a user input. Then anything else response will be triggered. For example, after this result of Tamil, we don't have any. I didn't connected this IBM Watson to another response. So when I enter any response, like when I enter any input, it will automatically trigger the anything else response. I didn't understand. You can try replacing. This is already given in the anything else response. I didn't understand. You can try replacing it. These are the basic features of IBM Watson Assistant. Now we are going to build the dialog flow. First, I'm adding a child node. It's just a subfolder. It's just like a subfolder we are using in our folder management system. If you want, you can name your node. Then we need to now we need to enter the assistant condition of the node. I entered true. True means true. The assistant automatically when the welcome node is triggered, then assistant will wait for the reply. Assistant will wait for the reply. Now I'm going to skip the user response. Now the user response is skipped now. Then the IBM Watson assistant will check that whether the child node is perfect to trigger or not. Here the response, if here the response is here the condition is true, so the IBM Watson will trigger this node and response with this text file. We have three types of response, that is multi-line, sequential, random. Multi-line is for giving multi-line response, that is hello. Uh, Question is when you fix your response in a random format, it will pick the text randomly and throw the output. Now I'm adding another child node just below the previous child node. In this child node, I'm going to call our IBM Cloud function. Before that, first I need to get the user response. That could be done by angular bracket question mark. Then now we are going to use a variable in IBM Watson server. Our variable is key equal to, in our variable I'm going to save the response of the user. Input doc tst, then finally close the section. Now we can print this, the entered keyword is let's check. You can check that your IBM Watson service, IBM Watson assistant in your right side of your screen. Sorry, I didn't connected this child node with IBM Watson. So there is no condition. Then I'm connecting my previous child node to this child node. Yeah, see the architecture. Welcome message will be trigger. Welcome message will be triggered for the first time. Then it will go to the child node. That is a wiki assistant, enter the keyword. Then it will go to the another child node, and now it is waiting for the user response. Here it is waiting for the user response. See, I fixed it to wait for the I asked the IBM Watson assistant to wait for the user response. So it is waiting for the user response. If I enter, we encounter an error. What is the wait? Sorry. In IBM Watson assistant, you have to assign a variable with a dollar symbol. Just like we have we will assign a variable with data type in other programming language. We have to assign the variable in IBM Watson with a dollar symbol, with prefix with dollar symbol. Yeah, now we successfully saved the value and got the output. Now we are going to transfer this output, transfer this input to IBM Watson Cloud Function. Just go to endpoint, copy the URL, back to IBM Watson, go to option, then under webbook, paste the link, and as I said before, our IBM Watson, our IBM Cloud Function is going to throw a JSON format. So at the end, include .json. Now back to dialog. I'm adding another child node to call our webbook, that is to call our IBM Cloud Function to classify, to get the output. Customize, enable webbook, enter the condition. Then now we are going to enter the key. Our key name is key. Key name is key. So I'm going to enter a key. Then I'm going to pass the user response. That we saved in key variable. Then it will return a variable that is a webbook underscore result underscore 1. Then if the webbook call was successful, it will respond with this configure response one. Now in this configure response one, I'm going to ask our IBM Watson assistant to show the output. If you want, you can you can change this response to multiline and enter a file, that another text, that is, this is developed for KIT. Then click on save button. Then back to our previous node. Then skip the user response. Now let's check everything is working fine. Yeah, everything is working fine, but it is proving it is showing the exact output. User cannot understand this JSON file, right? So we need to customize this. We need to customize this output. We just need message value of the message, that is output Tamil may refer to so on. For that, I'm going to customize the response, the variable dot message, the name of the subclass of the output, that is message. Now let's see what will happen. See, we just got the output. We didn't get the exact JSON file. This is how you have to build your own IBM Watson assistant from scratch. If you want, you can include a HTTP for HTML code in your IBM Watson Assistant response. Just I did like though just like this, you can include HTML code in your IBM Watson Assistant. For that, go back to the response, customize the response. Now you can enter the HTML code. Instead of redirecting to my own portfolio website, I'm going to redirect it to KIT College website. Yeah, we got it. We successfully redirected to KIT College website from our IBM Watson Assistant. Build for hello, how can I help you? Build for KIT. Even if you want, you can customize this response as well. Hello, this is Wiki Assistant. See, we got it. Now I hope everyone will be clear with the architecture of Wiki Assistant. First, IBM Watson will automatically trigger the wiki, that is the welcome node. In the welcome node, we have hello, this is Wiki Assistant, build for KIT. Then the next child node will be evaluated. The condition is true, so it will so IBM Watson will trigger this node, and IBM Watson will show this response, that is this is Wiki Assistant, enter the keyword. This is Wiki Assistant, enter the keyword. Then finally, IBM Watson is waiting for the user response. When I enter the user response, IBM Watson will evaluate the another child node. The condition of this child node is true. The condition of this child node is set to true, and the response is in this child node we are calling the webhook, that is IBM Cloud function, and the IBM Cloud function will throw the and the input will be traveled to IBM Cloud function. IBM Cloud function will get the information from the Wikipedia about the keyword. Then IBM Cloud function will send this response to IBM Watson. Then IBM Watson will show the output. Now we are going to send this Wiki Assistant. Now we can use this Wiki Assistant with by a link. For that, you have to enable a preview link for your IBM Watson Assistant. Go to IBM Watson Assistant. Then click on Add Integration. Then click on Preview Link. Then Create. Then Save Changes. Yeah, we successfully created the preview link for this assistant. With this link, you can talk with our Wiki Assistant. I'll send this link in our Google Meet chat section. so that everyone can chat with our IBM with our wiki assistant that is built on IBM Cloud. With this link, everyone can anyone from this internet can access and talk with our wiki assistant. Then even we can integrate a wiki assistant in a web chat. For that, you need to upgrade your plan, that is upgrade your free plan into paid plan or a trial plan. I already developed a chatbot that is a healthcare chatbot. Yeah, I already developed this chatbot. This video link is with this video is available on our YouTube channel. In this video, I explained how the workflow of our Nalam Healthcare chatbot. With Nalam Healthcare chatbot, you can get diagnosed for free, and you can get detailed information about any disease. I'll show you. This is built on IBM Watson Assistant, and this is a complex structure of so it can handle all the user input. For example, it is having a list. I can click on the link, or I can click on the list, or I can enter the response. See, so with this chatbot, we can get a free diagnose with more than almost 280 symptoms. This chatbot can understand this chatbot can recognize more than 280 symptoms, and this chatbot is this chatbot is able to provide detailed information about more than 445 health problems. This is a very complex structure. So we can build the IBM Watson Assistant from scratch. We can build IBM Watson Assistant from scratch. We can build IBM Watson Assistant for anything, even for next webinar. Instead of traditional Google form, we can build a chatbot. Hey, hello there. In the chatbot, IBM Watson Assistant may ask you to enter all your details, name of your name and your department and your year and your date of birth, and all this data will be then finally all the data will transfer to IBM Cloud Function, and IBM Cloud Function will transfer the data into and then finally IBM Cloud Function will save the data in a spreadsheet. That is up to you. You can innovate your you can make an innovation with all these predefined function, all these predefined servers on IBM Cloud with just a few lines of code. With just 4 lines of code, we built this. With just 4 lines of code, we converted the entire audio file into text file. With just 4 lines of code, we just classify the image. Like this, you can utilize your IBM Cloud Functions and IBM Cloud Watson services in your applications, and you can use all these predefined servers for building your projects. For example, if you are participating in your hackathon, and the problem statement is build a chatbot for healthcare, you are not well trained in machine learning, and you are not well trained. If you are not well trained in machine learning, you can go with IBM Watson services. with just 1 hour, with just 20 minutes, you can build a chatbot without a in-depth knowledge in machine learning, or without in-depth knowledge in programming skills. You can build your own chatbot. With this, I'm done with my presentation and my demo. Thanks for listening me. And sorry, I'm extremely sorry. I made some misspell. I made some misspelling in my code, so I got a few errors.
Yeah, so students, if you have any questions, you can ask.
வாங்கி தர சொல்லு. ஐயோ வராத சாமி.
Yeah, some questions are there in chat window. Can you able to see that?
Yeah, ma'am. Except for such bots or various other bots, where does IBM Watson or its application find use in daily life for human being? Can I make one's life easy using this? But anyway, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do it, Sunita. Yeah, you can do it, Sunita. Just I said it before. You don't have to be a master at artificial intelligence. You don't have to be master at machine learning. You don't have to be master at all these new trending technology. You just with a few lines of code, with just few lines of code, you can build almost major projects. You don't have to be good at. You don't have to be master at these services. You don't have to be master at machine learning services. You can build your own chatbot from scratch without writing code. So you can do it. Even we can integrate this IBM Watson Assistant in WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook Messenger. You can do it. For example, if you are having a company, you have to manage your customers' queries, but you don't have that much money to invest in a Salesforce, that customer services. You don't have too much money to invest in customer services. You don't have any BPOs, but still, with just a few with just one service, that is IBM Watson's Assistant, you can handle all the user queries for free. You don't have to invest lakhs of money for. Then, how does IBM Cloud differ from Azure or Google's cloud setup, except for the free usage? Well, all the cloud services are all the cloud services are same. We have some features on Google Cloud. We have some features on Amazon Cloud. Some features are missing on IBM Cloud. Still I cannot Still I cannot build a very good application, very strong application on IBM Cloud, because IBM Cloud is just started, and that's why I think it is free. But I have to mention that if in UK, customer service for Vodafone users is handled by Watson Assistant. You can check out that in the internet. So IBM Watson is that much powerful. Then IBM Cloud when better than Amazon Cloud Services. Well, yeah. See, all the services, that is Amazon SageMaker, that is there's a machine learning service from Amazon Cloud, and Google Cloud Service, and all the services are the best. So if that is up to you. If you have employees who is well trained on AWS, you can go with the AWS. Or if you have some employees on who is well trained on Google Cloud platform, you can go with the Google Cloud. Or if you want to develop application for free, you can go with IBM Cloud. That is up to you. All the services are free. All the services are doing good. Will you call IBM Cloud the best? If so, state your reason accordingly. Well, yeah, IBM Cloud is I just said all the services are doing good. That is up to you. because we have many features on Amazon Cloud and Google Cloud and Microsoft Cloud. Some features are missing in IBM Cloud. So if you want to build applications with connected mini applications, just like you want to connect with your database, and that database connected with another database. If you want to build a complex data, then that is up to you, because some features are missing on IBM Cloud. Some features are missing on AWS Cloud. We have many options for database on Amazon Cloud and Google Cloud, but we have few options on IBM Cloud. That is up to you to go with IBM Cloud or Amazon Cloud.
Any other doubts, students?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, students, I thank you very much, Hilton. It was a nice session. And
Thank you.
hats off to you all, my dear students who stayed till the end. I'm so happy about it. And I thank the
Thank you, ma'am. I'm extremely sorry that some code during the demo, so that it took some time.
No, it is just like an eye opener. You people all can connect later also when they are having any doubts. They can reach to you. That I know you'll be ready. That is, I'm fine. Okay, thanks to HOD, MCA sir, and all the MCA faculties. Thanks to Kirtika there. Thank you very much. Students, please fill the feedback form. Thank you, all of you. You can formally give the vote of thanks, Kirtika.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Madam, yes.
Yes, sir.
Just want to say something to the research person. Good afternoon. My name is Vijay Kumar. I'm the head of the department of MCA. Just I would like to thank on behalf of the students and faculty members.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Actually, we do have not having such. As Madam said, it is an eye opener. Yes, obviously, I accept that. Since we people are not having that much awareness on this, especially this domain, so we are very happy to know something about this and this in this moment of our. So we thank you, sir, and as well as I would like to thank
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure.
And as well as Kithika, madam, for coordinating this wonderful session. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
And thank you, Mr. Heflin Stephen Raj, for the interesting and informative presentation. Our students gained some knowledge about IBM Watson and how it is used with visual recognition, and how to make text to speech and vice versa, and how to use IBM Watson Assistant with IBM Cloud, and how to build Wiki Assistant chatbot, everything. And you have shown the healthcare chatbot example also. You gave answers for the audience questions. It was really interesting to learn a new thing at this webinar. Dear students, the feedback link is shared in the chat window. So you can fill that, we can able to know what is your level of understanding, what are the topics you are required in the future webinars. Okay, in this occasion, a special thanks to Dr. K. Mahalakshmi ma'am, Dean, KITC IIII for organizing this webinar. I also wish to express my gratitude to our management, principal, vice principal, deans and HODs of various departments, and faculty friends, students for supporting us. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all, and thanks Dr. Mahalakshmi ma'am and coordinator Kirtika ma'am and the KIT team for having me here. And especially thanks for students for tuning into this weekend evening, and and attending the webinar completely. I'm just impressed. Still, I hope this webinar will be useful for your students to get into IBM Cloud.
Exactly. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.